I'm Huda Azmi. For the Practical Work 3 GSA, I'll be explaining of how the bipolar junction transistor works. This is a transistor. Transistor is a semiconductor device that acts like a switch and amplifier. It consists of 3 parts: emitter, base, and collector. There are 2 types of bipolar junction transistor. One is known as PNP, and the other is known as NPN. Both of these types has the same function, but differ in polarity and current direction. Now, let's take a look at a PNP schematic diagram. The emitter acts like a main source, where the current flows through. The collector carries the main current controlled by the base. The base controls how much current can flow. As you realize the flow of the current, the base current is small compared to the collector or emitter current. This saves energy because the controlling signal doesn't need to be strong. Let us say that we connect the circuit of a 5-volt battery LED with the transistor. When LED is connected directly to a transistor without applying a sufficient base voltage, about 0.7 volt, no current will flow through the transistor and the LED will not light up. But if you add a DC supply of a 0.7 volt, there will be a current flowing through the transistor and the LED will light up, because the transistor's base emitter junction acts like a silicon diode, which only conducts when the voltage across base is about 0.6 or 0.7 volts. For easier remembering, NPN transistor turns on when the base is positive relative to the emitter. For PNP transistor, the base must be negative relative to the emitter. Now the thing that is different for PNP and NPN transistor is that they work with opposite polarity. For NPN transistor, the emitter is usually connected to negative supply. Collector is connected to the positive supply. Base is made slightly positive, about 0.7 volt above emitter to turn it on. The main current enters the collector, flows through the transistor, and exits through the emitter. For PNP transistor, the emitter is connected to the positive supply. Collector is connected to the negative supply. The base is made slightly negative, about 0.6 volts below the emitter. The current will enter the emitter, flows through the transistor, and exits through the collector. Now, how do we determine whether the transistor is PNP or NPN? Transistors are shy little components, which is why you can't tell if they are NPN or PNP just by looking at it. They keep their type a secret. This is an analog multimeter. There is a device that's known as PMMC, a permanent magnet moving coil inside the meter that converts electric current into a mechanical movement so you can read it on a scale. To check if a transistor is NPN or PNP, set your multimeter to 10 kilo ohm range, touch the probe to find the base. Put the red probe to the emitter and the black probe to the base. If it conducts current when the black probe is on the base, the transistor type is known as PNP. But if you put the black probe to the emitter, the red probe to the base, and it conducts a current, it is likely showing that it is NPN type transistor. You can also think of the transistor as a faucet. The current coming from the source is the water flowing inside the pipe. The base is the tap handle. Collector is where the current leaves. Suppose the voltage from the main source, which is voltage across the emitter, is 5 volts. To start the conducting of current, the voltage across base must be around 0.6 and 0.7 volts. The base voltage must be slightly lower than the emitter for the PNP transistor to conduct current. The bigger the difference, the more current flows. This is the end of the video. I hope this video helps you understand the basic of the transistor. Thanks for watching.